Hey everyone, it's Adriana Harlan. Today I want to share with you my recipe for the perfect apple crisp. This is a dessert beyond delicious with warm, buttery chunks of lightly sweetened cinnamon apples and a crispy crumb topping. It's an easy to go dessert that is going to make people very, very happy. And another recipe that you can trust is made with real whole food ingredients. Apple season starts late summer, early fall, and every year my mom's most requested apple dessert is this apple crisp. She loves apples served warm with a little bit of cinnamon. So let's get started. Let me show you how easy and quick this is to make. First off, let's start with that crisp crumb topping. Traditionally, the crumbs are made with rolled oats, flour, sugar, and butter, but today we're going to be using much more nutritious ingredients. And here's a quick glance at what we will be using. And you can find the full written recipe on my blog. The link is in the description of this video. Using a food processor or a blender if you don't have a food processor, let's process the cashews for just a few seconds until it has a flour-like texture. Add the cashew flour to a large bowl and set aside. In your food processor, now coarsely chop some pecans and macadamia nuts. Some of you may be wondering if you can use different kinds of nuts, and the answer is yes, you can use any nuts of your choice. I chose these because I think they give this dessert a really good taste and texture. Add the chopped nuts in the bowl with the cashews, then add unsweetened shredded coconut, golden flaxseed meal, and cacao nibs for some extra antioxidants, crisp and crunch. Now season it with salt and some coconut oil to make it very buttery. And to sweeten it up, let's add just a touch of maple syrup. Maple syrup has that perfect sweet fall flavor that goes really well with apples. Mix the ingredients in the bowl with a spatula and it should look moist and crumbly. This is gonna be a perfect crisp topping for my apple crisp. Set this aside and let's talk apples. What is the best type of apple to use for apple crisp? You can use any apples that you like or that you have at home. I think that Granny Smith, these little green apples, are perfect for apple crisp or apple pie. They have a crisp texture and a tarted taste, which helps balance out the flavors in the dessert. We're going to be peeling and slicing the apples. Cut the flesh from the core and slice them into even-sized chunks of about 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. We want them all to be about the same size so they cook evenly. Transfer the apples to a medium saucepan. We're going to be cooking them on the stovetop, not in the oven, which is super easy and should take only 5 to 10 minutes to soften the apples. Add coconut oil to make the apples taste very buttery, maple syrup, and cinnamon. Heat the mixture over medium heat, stirring frequently until the apples caramelize and are softer. It smells so good here. Look how lovely they look. We are ready to assemble. I will be serving this in individual ramekins, and today I'm making enough for 2 people. You can also serve this dessert in a cake or a pie pan, and you can just double the recipe and it'll work just fine. Add a tablespoon of the crumble in each ramekin and press it down evenly on the bottom. Follow now with the apples and add a good amount to each one, filling them almost to the top. If you have any amount of that delicious sauce from the cooked apples left in the pan, be sure to pour it over the apples in your dish. Top the apples with a crisp. And I'm going to quickly broil them in my oven for about 1 to 2 minutes just to intensify that crispy topping. Be careful not to burn them though, because on broil, the oven gets really hot. I got distracted for just a minute and I almost burnt mine. You can see here that they came out a little bit dark, but not to worry, they're still gonna be great. So before you serve them, let them cool on a cooling rack for about 5 minutes. This is a dessert that you just can't beat, with that buttery, warm cinnamon apple and perfect crunch with every bite. This dessert is so good, it's a must make when apples are in season. If you like this apple crisp, check out my apple cinnamon cookies. They are to die for and you're gonna love them. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next one.